Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Big news. 3 areas of conversation in today's video. Make sure you guys smash a like and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. Let's start off with Kevin De Bruyne, who, according to Jack Gorn, Tier 1 source when it comes to Manchester City news, has officially taken over the captain's armband. Armband. Remember armbands, mate, when he used to go like that as a fucking kid? That was a madness. Taken over the captain's armband permanently at Manchester City after Kyle Walker's loan move to AC Milan. I don't really think this comes as too much as a surprise to people. I think we all knew that Kevin De Bruyne was going to take it. I want to see Ruben Diaz, like the earning there in the comment section of the tweet. I want to see Ruben Diaz be our long-term future captain. However, you know, now to the end of the season, if Kevin De Bruyne wants it, I ain't really too fussed. But yeah, that has now been confirmed. Now, there is a bit of contract news coming out about Kevin De Bruyne regarding City, which is very interesting. But first of all, this has also come out as well, which I find quite surprising. Kevin De Bruyne wants to play at the 2026 or 2026 FIFA World Cup. So, obviously, what will he be there? He's 33 now, so he'll be, what, 30, 35 maybe? He'll be at that. So, I think that's, listen, you got to have goals in it. Maybe he wants to play in it. I'm sure he'll be in the Belgium squad. The question is, if he leaves now and goes to Saudi or MLS, do you think he still gets picked? I guess it all depends on what's sort of like coming through the ranks in Belgium. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But yeah, a bit of an interesting one, that one. But this is the main news. Kevin De Bruyne is happy to stay at Manchester City and will speak to the club about the possibility of extending his contract. No immediate talks are planned, but De Bruyne is relaxed and so are the club. The happiness of his family will weigh heavily on the decision. So this has been the big question that we've been debating for quite some time, guys, about whether or not, what do we do here? Yeah, what do we do with Kevin De Bruyne? Do we keep him or do we let him go? Jack Gorn's also sort of like confirmed it as well. Man City are happy for De Bruyne to take his time on the deciding his future and not rushing him into a firm decision. The 33-year-old is open to extending his contract, is settled in Manchester, and continues to enjoy working under Pep Guardiola. Now, the problem is that we've got here is, right, if we get rid of him, who are we buying? Because I don't think we're going to be getting Wirtz. I don't think we're getting Musiala. Xavi Simons has just now made his move permanent to Leipzig, so he's just gone as well. Who else? Bruyne? I think what we should do is keep De Bruyne for one more season, but sign a Bruyne. Sign someone who could potentially play in that midfield. We need another player. We can't just have De Bruyne and sign no one. We need another creative outlet. And for me, I would be looking at Alex Bruyne. If you can't get Wirtz, you can't get Musiala, and you can't get Xavi Simons, go and get Alex Bruyne. Yeah, he can play left, he can play in the middle, and develop him as an understudy to Kevin De Bruyne. But if we keep De Bruyne, what we can't do is just be like, oh, fine, we'll just sign De Bruyne and that's it. We have to sign another creative midfielder, whether or not Kevin De Bruyne stays at this football club. But if it's me, guys, yeah, personally, I think I extend his contract at this moment in time. I do. But I know it's controversial. I know some people are saying, no, we can't. Let me know in the comment section what you guys are saying. But take a look at this. I did not expect to see this morning. Breaking news coming out earlier in the day. Pep Guardiola is ready to register Rodri for the Champions League knockout stages in the hope that the midfielder can return to play for Man City in the latter stages of the competition. So, listen, we all know about the fixtures. We can see the fixtures are absolutely disgusting if we get through Real Madrid or Bayern. But I guess Rodri might be available for the quarterfinals, if not the semi-finals, if we get there. Now, it's going to be extremely tough to get there because look at the fixtures on screen. It's absolutely crazy. But, you know, if Rodri's fit and ready to go in March, you know, why not register him just in case we wing our way to a semi-final? Imagine if we got to a semi-final or a final and be like, yeah, we didn't register him. Like, that's stupid, isn't it? So I think we have to register him, really. I never really thought about it, but like I've seen it come out this morning. I was like, you know what? Pep's probably right here. We probably have to register him just in case. Now, personally, I don't think we beat Real Madrid or Bayern. I have very little confidence going into these two games at the moment. Let's see if we sign any midfielders. We'll come on to that in a second. But if we do manage to get past them, and we do manage to get past the last 16, and then Rodri comes back for the quarterfinals or semi-finals, you're going to want him to play probably. So, I don't know. I have seen some City fans on this say, I'd rather him just not be involved this season and just bring him back fresh for next year. I get that, but that's just not going to happen, guys. That's just not going to happen. if Rodri's available to play, he's going to play. He's not going to wait until next year. So, yeah, anyway, that's quite surprising. Bit of a shocking news coming out this morning. But, yeah, maybe we'll see Rodri playing the Champions League for City this season, should we get there. And then we got this, guys, again. Manchester City are still looking for a central midfielder before the transfer window shuts on Monday. So we are currently looking, FC. Yeah, we've been looking this whole transfer window for a midfielder. We've still not found one, according to City Extra and Daily Mail. But we are still on the lookout, guys. So just a quick one. If anybody knows of any midfielders that you could like, do you think, oh, these are pretty good midfielders that City could use? Maybe ping City a little email. Maybe ping them a little fax. Maybe comment on their Twitter post and just say, guys, heard you're looking for a midfielder. Heard it's not been too great recently. Here's a player that you could potentially look at signing. So, yeah, it's kind of mad. I still believe that we're going to sign Douglas Luiz on loan. The news coming out again of Italy is that City do want Luiz, but we only want him on loan, a dry loan. We don't want no obligation to buy. And Juventus want an obligation to buy. Now, it's who cracks in it. I don't think City crack. I don't think City are taking Douglas Luiz with an obligation. They're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. I don't see where they do. I think they'd rather just fucking wing it with Kovacic and Gundogan. So if we get to Monday, because remember the transfer window ends on Monday night. If we get to Monday and there's no other club in Europe that are knocking on Juventus's door and going, oh, yo, we'll take him with an obligation to buy, and City are the only team there going, no one else is here, mate. We'll take him on loan. We're going to pay all his wages. We'll even chuck you a couple £1 million in loan fee, or he stays at Juventus where you don't even play him. They're probably going to accept. They're probably going to crack, right? So I think City are playing the long game here, and I think they're right to do that with Douglas Luiz because they don't want to get themselves in another position where they've signed another player that they don't really want, or sign a player that might turn out to be trash. Obviously, Cambiasso as well. There was a source in Italy coming out today. I can't remember who it was, that said we are now entering sort of crucial hours. If City don't sort of like up the bid and get this sorted in the next day, they reckon Juventus are going to be like, nah, sack it off. We can't afford to lose Cambiasso in the last 2 or 3 days of the window. So on the Cambiasso deal, the left back, right back / midfielder from Juventus, I think if City are going to get this one done, it needs to happen quickly. I think it looks like Juventus are running out of patience on this one. So we will see. But we're still looking at players. So I still think we're going to get another player. Will it be 2? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's only going to be 1. But I do think we're going to get someone through the door. But we'll have to wait and see who it's going to be. But yeah, there you go. So you got Kevin De Bruyne news, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Are we giving Kevin De Bruyne a new contract? Yes or no? And do you agree with me? Regardless of whether we give him a contract or not, we need to sign another player. Yeah? Rodri, what's your thoughts? Do you want to see him back this year? Yeah? Or do you want to? Would you rather him rest and come back fresh next season? Yeah. And finally, what do you think of the City transfer rumours regarding Cambiasso and Douglas Luiz? Do you think we're going to get any of these through the door? Do you think we're going to sign anybody else? I think we're going to get 1, maybe 2. I definitely think we've got another player in us. But there you go. There's your news. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. See you later.